Hello my lovelies, welcome to today's video. Today I will be showing you the changes I've made finally on all my binders. I have made new envelopes, I've brought a new binder, and I've made some beautiful placeholders to show off to you. If this is something you enjoy watching, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. So guys, now that I feel fully recovered, I have been tackling my ridiculously long to-do list to get back on track, and I have finally sorted my binders and removed all the post-it notes that I have been collecting in them. So before I show you all the binders and we'll go through reshuffling those, let me show you these placeholders. So I have made these, they're so pretty. So I've done them frosted, I like the frosted look. And I've done a 50 and it says 50 in the bank. I haven't put a pound sign or anything because I do want to be going through my Etsy shop and trying to make it a little bit more versatile so I can start sending stuff abroad as well. I just need to make sure I understand fully how that works. So yeah, so 50 in the bank. I've made a 200 in the bank and I've made 100 in the bank. So these are going to be my placeholders when I finally get to a point where I can do some condensing. I really wanted to try it out myself and they will be on my Etsy shop. The only thing that might be different is the colours of the amounts. So these are scraps that I had, but this was quite expensive cricket vinyl and I want to try and keep the price down. So what I will be doing is trying to research some other really nice metallic-y colours, and then I'll be ordering that when I do my shop overhaul, and then yeah, these will be on there. So they're about the same size as a £10 note, slightly. They fit nicely in the binders. So yeah, so this is them. So if you can see, they've got a nice like pinky shimmer. It's such a beautiful day today. A bit windy, but it's just, I finally get some light in my room. So we've got a 200 and we've got 100. What I might do on my Etsy shop as well is I might do frosted and clear, but I like the frosted look personally, but you know, I can do that. Maybe put a comment below if you think I should keep them frosted or give an option of clear as well. That'd be really helpful. Thank you guys. So yeah, so that's the first thing I wanted to show you. So let's start having a look at the binders. Right, so the first binder is my joint account. So I will just quickly flick through. We'll change the ones that we've got. So the first thing I have done is I have made some new binders, some new envelopes, because I wanted them all to look the same. I really like the white writing, and then I designed this kind of like insert so it's got a background. I didn't measure it properly. It should be slightly bigger and slightly deeper and slightly wider, but I'd already printed them. I didn't want to waste them, so I'll be using them for mine. But if I do decide to put these in the shop, I will make sure that they fill up that whole gap. But yeah, so this is them. So we have got supermarket, because one of my lovely subscribers commented when I said I didn't know what I should be calling my food one. So it will be supermarket now. And then the food one that I've already got, this one will be going in my purse, and what I'll do is I'll just take a bit out, so I'm not taking £600 out with me every time I go shopping. I've also made these little trackers so I can keep tabs of them all. The only thing I need is a Sharpie fine pen, because these are the ones I've got. They're a little bit, they say fine point, but I don't know, I've obviously smushed them at some point. They're not very fine. So yeah, so I need some new ones. These I'm going to have a look today when I go shopping if I can find some. So they're going to go in there. So I just want to transfer the money over. Let's pop it in that way. I do need this post-it because it tells me what I have spent when I don't have a receipt. So that can go in there. Ooh. Okay, so that's supermarket all done. Oops, let's pop that in there. Okay, another one that is new. So I'll quickly flick through them and I'll put that new one in. So we've got take out, groomers, date night, Costco, anniversary and school activities in here. And then the last new one is month ahead. So I do want to try and keep saving a month ahead. So once this gets to a month ahead, it will go into our savings account once we finally get an appointment with our bank. What I'm going to try and achieve is try and get 3 months of bills ahead as a buffer that we always have, because there's two of us. It's two of us income. If anything happens, we need to really make sure we can at least cover the bills for a few months. So that is a priority really, that I need to start considering in my budget for the joint account. So yes, so that is everything for my joint account. Close that one off, and this one's going to go in my purse because I haven't decided how I'm going to do my purse yet. So I'm going to be giving a little bit more thought before then, so these ones can just stay in there for now. My next binder is my monthly one. So on the outside of my monthly one, I've taken all the stickers off and I've done a fresh white one that says monthly funds. I did by accident nip it trying to get them off, but never mind, all the sticky bit come off, a fresh new one on there, and I love it. I really love it. It's just nice and clean and sleek. And then inside I have done week 1, done this really nice big writing, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, because when I get my budget in a month, I like to split it up. You just don't know what's going to happen week for week. If I stuff everything in the first week and I have to adjust week 2 because something happened, like something's happening this week, which I will share with you tomorrow. Yeah, I need to be, being a little bit more flexible. And if I make some money in a week and I've already stuffed it, I can put it into the next week and just have somewhere for it to go. So that's those. I've redone pocket money. I haven't done inserts for this one because there's only a few in monthly, so I may make some at some point, but for now I just like the clean look. So pocket money, bank. So if I have to use my bank card at any point, which I'm going to try come away from because I'm doing a zero budget, so there will be no buffer in my bank account, so I have to be careful. It was okay for this £10, but that's pretty much my wiggle room I had this month. So yeah, so that's bank, and then credit card. And I've got these lovely trackers in most of them. I did start writing in these ones just to keep in track so I know what I'm paying, especially on the credit card one, because I want it to obviously match with the balance on my credit card. I should always have the credit card balance in here, unless it's an unbudgeted spend, then that difference will be reconciled when I do my stuffing at the beginning of the month. So before I have the stuffing, I'll make sure the credit card's cleared first with any unbudgeted spend from the previous month. So that is monthly all done. One that I'm super excited about is my sinking funds. This is where I have bought some new binders. I had a few extra categories I wanted to do, so I wanted to split them. So what I split them to is my short-term sinking funds and my long-term sinking funds. This lovely greeny blue one is beautiful. This one is my short-term ones. There's things like clothing, fun and stuff like that, so things that might happen month to month. It isn't long term, not saving for a particular day or a particular goal. And then this one is more of my annual stuff, but also things that are long term. So I'm going to start saving for my daughter's savings. She's getting a bit older now, so I see it as she turning 11, so when she starts turning 18, when I want to be able to give her some money towards a car, or when she goes to uni, I really want to start saving for her, and that is included in this one. So let's first start with the pink one. So I have made all new envelopes for the pink one. Like I said, I will come in and do all of the trackers once I get a fine pen. So today it's just about moving them over, taking the cash from one and putting it into the other. So then my binders are all ready. Trust me, I have been so excited about this. I was like, nope, just wait so you can do a video, so you can change them over. So the first one is fun. They're not in any type of order at the moment. I will maybe change around the order into priority at a later date. So these will not go in the bin, so I will be taking these off. If I clean it off, then they can be reused. Do not waste anything. So yeah, fun. It's got a tracker in there as well, which I'm not using just yet. So we've got £3, 20, 30, 45, £53 in fun, which is fantastic. So that's fun in. Next one is gifts. So gifts is one of those things that there's so many presents, there's so many birthdays every single month. I never feel like I get this one up. So when I get some extra cash, I really want to be able to put some in here and take the heat off every single month. So it's just 20 for this month. It's my nephew's birthday. I'll just give him some cash. So yeah. So I really want to try and work on getting a buffer on this one because yeah, I feel like I'm chasing my tail on that one all the time. So school has been changed to school donations, just to make it specific, because in our joint one, we have got school activities. So that's things ahead, like school trips, if I have to do after school club and stuff like that. This is donations. So this is when it is mufti. This is when it is, I don't know, bring cakes into school or anything like that. That's what this one is for. Because those little bits really do they really do creep up on you, sorry. And then you're like, I need to find change, and it's out of your budget. Especially things like the Harvest Festival, and they're, you're collecting tins and things like that. So I want to make sure this is in here. So there's not going to always be too much in here. I think this is plenty in here for now. So I've got 10, 15, 20, £1. So that is going in there. Oh, looks a little bit messy. That's why I want these to be a bit bigger so they don't move. But like I say, I do not want to waste anything. They will be fine for now. And then we've got clothing. So clothing will be changed over. I do not have much in. Another one that really needs a little bit extra. I think now that I'm getting on top of things, I've got 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, a bit random. Now that I'm getting on top of things, I'm starting to get a little bit more time to make myself some clothes, and I have got quite a lot of fabric. So I do need a couple of larger purchases, like my walking boots have completely died now. I've thrown them out. I've dug for my really old dock boots to use for now for dog walking and for long walks. They're not letting water in. They are a little bit scatty as well. They will not last long, so I will need a good pair of walking boots at some point. But I'm really going to just try wait. So, and then the next one is self-care, which is now being changed to hair and beauty. So this is my skincare, my hair care. Even though it says beauty, it's also going to be having my teeth cleaned and stuff like that. So that's this one that is going in there. So these are the new ones. As you know, I now started to have my nails done. So the £42 that I had in there is ready. Stationery. Now, like I just said, I need some new Sharpies. My pens that I rub out themselves, they are dead. So I need some new ones of those. I like having new planners, new binders. I need something where I can budget for something in particular, which is to do with stationery. Not business-wise, but specifically for me, I do love a good bit of nice stationery all the time. Health, I will show you on my next cash stuffing, but as you know, I haven't been very well. I finally got a doctor's appointment and had some medicine, which means I had to pay for a prescription, which is an unbudgeted spend. Didn't have anywhere for that. How much medicine we have had to buy this month, and stuff like that. So I really thought it was key that I actually start to try and put a little bit of cash aside. It's not massively important. Like, that's the first time I've been to the doctor's in, I couldn't even tell you how long it has been, but I thought it was a good idea. So birthdays, as you know, I have birthdays, savings challenges, which is fine. So I can start putting some extra in there, especially if it's a bigger birthday. I want to be able to put it on here. So these birthdays is for my partner and my daughter. Gifts is for other people's birthdays. So yeah, so I want to be able to save more and not just in savings challenges. So that's that one. and nights out. So I want to start making some time for me and my friends to go out. There is nowhere in the budget except from spending, and I don't give myself too much for spending, so I need to specifically make something so then I feel that I have given myself room to go out with my friends. So that is the last one. Can you now see why I needed 2 binders? This one is getting chunky. It just would not fit them all in with the blue one. Even this is actually quite full. I pulled that a little bit too hard. So yeah, so let's open that. The likelihood these are going to be like stacked with cash and I will not be able to close it is slim, because I don't have enough to be doing that anyway. There we go. Don't pull on it. Right, so that is that one full to the brim. Love it already. So let's put these, right. So let's put these away and I will have them recycled to something else. So the next one is my long-term sinking funds. This is my new one I had delivered, that I will show you my unbudgeted spends soon. But yeah, so this is my long-term one. I've got a few in there already. Ooh, sorry about that. My partner came in, so I was just talking to him. So now on the blue binder, we will be swapping over the few that I would class as long-term to their new binders. It's such a lovely colour. Oh yeah, so I made this lovely blue one. I think the blue is a little bit off because I made it before it turned up, so I didn't really know what type of blue it is, but it's still fine for now. I really like it. So yeah, let's take these out. So first one is a debt. So yeah, so this is a forever type thing. It's getting bigger and bigger until I can pay one off. So it hasn't really got a date, which is why I want it on this long-term one. And I've got a little tracker that I will fill in to see what we've got to go into debt. What, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65 pounds, which is 165, which is quite a lot. I'm so chuffed with that. So that's going in there. So car is being swapped over to car maintenance. So it's a bit more clearer. So at the moment, we've only got 20. I do need to pay 10, sorry. I do need to pay for some tyres. So that's going to need some money, which isn't really long term. But after the tyres, then there's nothing. I pay for my service monthly, and it's only if something creeps up. So it's the last thing that is kind of short term. Car insurance is next. Is not due till September, and then it will be obviously an annual, like yearly thing. So at the moment for car insurance, I've got 20, 30, 40, 55, 65, 70 pounds so far, which is good. Pop that one in there. I'm loving this organisation. It just makes me feel so much better to go through all of my binders and everything that's neat and tidy and take that stress off. So now we have got school uniform. Just got 10, 20, 30, 40 in. Pop that in there. I wish I could have done this at the end of the year. So annoying that I was sick, but at least I am doing it. So the next one is emergency. I did put the money in there because I didn't have any more of these, so I had to clean off the old emergency and then stick it on. So emergency now has 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20. I'm nearly halfway of having emergency, which is kind of the amount of my my direct debits. But like I said, I need to rejig some of my budget tomorrow. So I might have to use a little bit of that. That's fine. So my new ones is school holidays, ready really for the summer holidays, but it'd be good if I could save for October as well, because I like to do something for Halloween. And then I have got princess for my daughter. I just realised I didn't take those little ones out, so I'll pick those off. Princess, I want to save, make her some savings for her future now that she's getting a big girl. Amazon, that comes out yearly, but it is due in July, which is £90. So I need to kind of snowball that one probably first. And then Apple, it is to help pay off my phone, but I also want to save for an iMac computer, which is roughly about £1,500. So it's definitely long term. It will be just when I've got spare cash to go in there. So this one is quite chunky as well. And this is why I needed new ones. Right, they will be recycled again. And that is all of it. So I have now got my long term, my short term, my monthly funds, my joint account, and then my normal savings challenges. So this one's going to get done next. It's a bit more difficult to take this off without ruining or scratching it, but I will be doing that. And I want to give this a whole rejig. I want to buy a load of saving challenges from Etsy, not just make them. I want to buy some. There's a few that I've seen that I really like. And then fully understand what savings challenges I want. So yeah, so the savings challenges will have some new bits and bobs in there when I get a chance to go shopping. Have a good look on Etsy and yeah, prioritize what I want in here. But for now, I'm quite happy with the saving challenges I've got. So yeah, I'll just have a little glimpse, but like, oh yeah, I want that one. But I need to rejig the budget, make sure that I start putting some money in stationery and stuff like that. I am doing some bookkeeping at the moment in my spare time. I say spare time, I'm making spare time for it, for a few people that I know. So the money that comes in for those at the end of the month, beginning of February, will be in here. So it's kind of like some side hustle money. And it should be quite a chunky bit, so that will be really nice to stuff. I'm really excited to stuff that with you guys. But that's pretty much everything. So that's me ready now for my next cash stuffing. I'm a bit gutted that it had to be mid-January doing this. I wanted it done in December, but it's done now, and it's really makes me feel nice that it's all caught up and haven't got a massive to-do list on crafting. That was like my major thing. It was stressing me out. So that's that ready. I've got a few other things. So like I said, I've got the bookkeeping. Obviously, I've got work all day anyway. And then I need to launch. I'm making a launching plan for my bag website. And then Etsy, like going over all my Etsy stuff will be happening after that, because the bag one needs to be done first. I hope you enjoyed my video. And I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon for my check-in that will go up tomorrow. I'll see you later. Bye.